I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a play fake here on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Magoo. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing here, Magoo. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points in a sense they can look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first down throw here for Rivers. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Load it.
On 1st and 10, Rivers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A very solid gain of 27. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
3 down. Set. 380. 51.
Again, it's Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Derek Wolfe in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll go on the ground. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Pretty move. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Rivers on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Magoo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And they'll run it here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Magoo back to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Royce Freeman, the first carry for the rookie. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Magoo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Yeah, baby!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. It's a quarterback sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, go orange. Orange.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he finds Parker here, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
Orange.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ship! Buffalo Wall!
48 to Mike.
White!
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Brown!
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
3-3.
On 1st down, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
Check. 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
To throw is Magoo. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Zero.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Room.
2nd down, Rivers. It's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing here, Magoo. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard with the urge to go for it. It's almost irresistible on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one complete to Anderson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4 down. Alert.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Returning, it's Benjamin. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out there, they really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up, because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well for them.
Working extremely well at this point. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers steps away to his left, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Run 80. 80 hot.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
0. Alpha!
Rivers now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got 3.
One out a little bit.
Rivers on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now on the return, Brendan Langley. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Magoo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. This is Jackson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
4 down, 4
Take. Round 80.
Right there, 54, right there. 54.
They run again with Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the home team here, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.